Hey bees, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today we are making a beautiful lavender and spruce cold processed soap. So as you can see, this one has really fine swirls, and we actually get these just from the pouring of the weight of the batter. And so in order to do that, the batter has to be quite thin. And so we'll be working with it just a little warmer than room temperature today, but the batter is also designed to stay quite thin, which means it's a softer batter because it has less saturated fats in it. So you'll want to age these bars a little longer than 3 weeks. I'd probably say sort of like 4 to 5, depending on how humid it is where you live. But really the only tricky part about these bars is keeping the batter thin, and that's not hard as long as you're keeping it sort of slightly warm and following the fat blend as written. But yeah, I absolutely adore these. They smell like beautifully lavendery, but with wonderful fresh top notes from the spruce that it's just gorgeous. So yeah, let's go make some soap. Before we dive in, I want to go over everything that I've got here. So we have our melted fats, and these are just a little bit warm. Just the outside of this pot just feels a little bit warm to the touch. We have our lye water, we have our mold, we have some spatulas here. I've got some little cups to divide the batter into for doing colors. I have a gear tie here for doing some swirls. We have our essential oil blend, our pigment. So this is a purple mica from Humblebee called Silken Lilac that I've pre-distributed in some olive oil. This one is a turquoise mica from Humblebee called Oasis, also in some olive oil. This is titanium dioxide in olive oil, and this is white kaolin clay. And I think that's about it. We've got some paper towels on the side here and some more supplies for making the colors if we happen to need them. I'm going to kick off by blending the clay directly into the fats before we add the lye water, and that will give us a chance to have a more workable batter because we won't need to blend the batter anymore after it's been combined. All right, so now we're going to add the lye water. We're going to aim for about 20-20-60, but exact precision is not hugely important here, otherwise I'd be weighing it. All right, well, I was going to do a hanger swirl, but I managed to keep the batter thin enough that I think we got some excellent swirling just from the weight of the pour. So I'm super excited to come back and cut these. I am going to leave this batch in the mold for actually a couple days because I want to be 100% certain that it is firm enough to cut without ruining it, because it is quite a soft batter. So I'll see you in a couple days. All right, so I made this on Thursday afternoon, and it is now Tuesday morning. So to give you an idea of how long I left it to age, and it is still quite soft. I felt my thumb sort of dip into the bar as I was cutting it, and you can see it's still quite soft. So definitely this is not a batter to use for a soap that you need to be ready really quickly, because I think this is probably going to be a good 4 to 5 weeks of aging, depending on how the humidity is where you are. So I'm wiping off my knife between slices with a slightly damp microfiber cloth. I find the microfiber cloths do a significantly better job than just sort of normal cloth, so it's very much worth the effort of getting yourself a microfiber one. I think Costco and Amazon both sell massive packages of them for next to nothing these days. So very worth it. Ooh, I'm quite happy with how that turned out. And there you go, you just made some beautiful lavender spruce soap. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and check the description box for the link to this recipe on my blog, where you'll find tons of extra useful information, including links to all of the ingredients, information on the mold I've used, and links to all of the ingredients and the equipment. So please remember, because this is quite a soft soap, do let it age for at least 4 to 5 weeks before starting to use it so it doesn't immediately turn into a puddle of mush. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.